All right, this is a different approach to the attention to detail series. Instead of me showcasing some scene and then having you try to figure out what I did in that and then explaining what I actually did, I'm just going to go step by step in this whole convoluted mess, thought process. So, early on I can see the enemy team has Leona and Twitch bottom lane. Normally they'd be pretty easy to gank because Twitch is just squishy. Plus I have Tristana and a Thresh. They're very good at assisting gank, so that makes them be a better target. However, I have a top lane Soraka versus Renekton. Renekton can easily go attack her and control her so his teammate can finish her off. So I start red because I feel like I'm going to need to counter gank whatever comes at her. Plus the enemy bottom lane came from blue, meaning Kha'Zix did indeed start at blue. And so he will be making his way top. Of course, he does have mid as a target and me as a target. However, mid is Ziggs versus Katarina. Katarina can't really assist him, and Ziggs would just escape. He's very slippery early on. So, of course, he might gank me. But I put a ward over the wall just to make sure he's not coming at me. So that pretty much rules me out as well. He will be wanting to gank top, or just farming. Either way, if I counter him, it's a success for me, and if he wants to farm, then again, it's a success for me. So, Soraka wards, but I make sure Kha'Zix is not in this bush, and then I go to Tribush to check in there. However, the biggest sign that Kha'Zix is ganking is the fact that Renekton is very low at health, yet he chooses to attack the Soraka. That's when I make my move immediately and get ready to pounce on Renekton or Kha'Zix. So I end up just getting Renekton, but he ends up dying anyways. And then we attack Kha'Zix, and we actually managed to kill him off too. Now, there were I will repeat some of the few key signs that made me know that Kha'Zix was going to be at top, or at the very least that I should prepare for that. First, the enemy bottom laners started off at blue. Helped them out at blue, I mean. So I started red, and I'm naturally going to make my way top, so I knew Kha'Zix was going to be there too. I warded over the wall in order to see if he was going to come gank me in the jungle. Turns out he isn't. Also, Renekton is getting his ass kicked by Soraka, who's pushing out relentlessly. He's none of these bushes, so he's not going to be here, so he's going to take the long way around if he was going to try to gank. Also, Renekton decided to attack Soraka even though he was dying. This was the clearest sign that Kha'Zix was nearby, and we jump in, counter him, and pretty much, secure the lane from then on. Renekton won't be able to make any more advances against the Soraka, and the lane has been won.